Hey everybody, welcome to Vlogmas Day 1. Hope you're doing well. I just wanted to give a little introduction to this vlog and just let you know what is going on. If it seems a little chopped up, what happened, and I'll kind of tie it together at the end. But tonight we had a council meeting, and I wanted to kind of bring you guys to with me, get a little behind the scenes. I know it's probably going to be boring to most of you, but hey, it's my life, so just want to bring you along with me. But just going to share with you a little bit of the council meeting tonight. It wasn't very long, so, and I'm going to edit it down a little bit, some of the stuff that just just boring, but just if you see some cuts, what happened, and if you go, and I'll link it in the description below, if you go to the description and watch the video in the Facebook page of the Zoom video from the Village of New Boston video, you'll see in my little corner, in my little square, and I'll link the time of that below. All of a sudden, you'll see me look over, and you'll see me, I'll kind of look a little perturbed, and I'll look over, and you'll see me do something, and then I'll come back, and then all of a sudden it'll go dark. Well, and in my video just cuts off. Well, what had happened is that my cats, Chaos, yes, I'm talking about you. Come on up, Chaos. Come on up. Be introduced. Come on up. You want to, he comes by his name Honest. Come on. He's gonna be shy now, but his name is Chaos for a reason. Chaos and Hallie, their brother and sister, they decided to get into a fight, and they got tangled up in my light and the cord of my light, and they pulled my light down in the middle of the video, and all of a sudden it just went dark. So I had to get up and set up my my light and continue on with the video, and I had to restart the vlog camera. So, but anyhow, that's what went on. So hopefully day 2 will go a little smoother, and we'll see what things go on in my life tomorrow. Got some errands to run and stuff that I'm going to take you along with me. So, but anyhow, take care. This was my life this evening.
Hey, disclosure of minutes from our last meeting on November 17th.
So moved, Your Honor.
A second?
Second.
Any discussion? If not, all those in favor?
Aye.
And anybody opposed? Okay, have we got anybody possibly online yet, Mr. Otney, or?
Checking.
Okay,
No comments at this time.
all right. I don't think we have any petitions or communications. So down the mayor's report, I don't have a whole lot. I just hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving and such. I just want to mention that obviously we're meeting remotely. Shortly after our last meeting, the Ohio legislators did pass to extend the virtual meetings, or remote meetings, if you will, until July 1st of 2021. So we are good in that respect. Again, the COVID cases continue to keep spiking, so everybody needs to be on high alert. Stay away from folks. Stay home when you can. The curfew is still ongoing. Make sure you got a good reason if you're not out and about at 10 o'clock. Speaking of the COVID, I think most of you are aware that Mr. Crabtree, our current member, so
It's still not bad.
yeah.
I'll second that.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Okay then, are any of the chiefs here?
Yes.
Yes.
Hi, Chief
Goins. Here's Goins.
Chief?
Hello, I'm here.
All right.
I believe my report should be in your packet, I think. I've been off COVID.
I don't think we still proof.
I don't think we got one, Steve.
We didn't get one, Steve.
Okay, I'll get one to you next meeting with the current one.
Okay. Chief Davis was unsure if he's gonna make it, so he's not skipped if he's not here. Like he'll talk to me. Okay then, I think we've had any committee reports, so we're down to our, ordinance and resolutions. So, ordinance, what's that? Ordinance number 42.
That's an ordinance transferring and appropriating amounts of various funds of the village and declaring an emergency.
The first one, a big chunk of that one is contracts with the mayor. That's a big chunk. We've been hit fairly hard on the, sadly, on the indigent burials, and those are costing us now, upwards of $1,000 or more and such. We have been, there is a program through the state of Ohio that we have been submitting for reimbursements. We've gotten 1 or 2 reimbursements back, but this is just to appropriate more money. I think we got 2 right now outstanding that we have to pay for. So the biggest chunk of that contract money is for indigent burials. Section 2 and Section 3, that is some monies for Mr. Hamilton and our 8A and 8B projects that they, sewer projects that they keep speaking of. That's the monies we expect to receive. It's all principal forgiveness money, meaning that we will not have to pay that back or anything. That we have to get that money appropriated so that we can give the purchase orders for the work to be started. Section 4 is the coronavirus relief fund of $832.66. All the money from the coronavirus relief fund money, the CARES Act money, had to be back into the county on November the 20th. This is money that out of I think 39. If you didn't spend or encumber your money in a township, municipality, county, what have you, if you didn't have it spent or encumbered, you have to return that money to the county, and then it would be redistributed to the municipalities that did spend all their money or encumber all their money. Out of the, I don't know how much money the entire county got, for 3-4 million maybe across the board somewhere. Only $39,000 was turned back, around $39,000, I believe, what in Atlanta was turned to the county for disbursement. So this is an extra $830 our share of that money, and we just appropriate it and put it in with our relief money that we still have. The monies we have, they have to be spent by the end of the year. There is talk that they are trying to get that changed as well to a longer extended date through the high legislatures, but that's an ongoing process. $32, that was money that was given to us by the county for people that didn't use that money in their own municipality or township. The sewer maintenance fund of $11,080 is where we had the problem between the Veterans Administration building and Tudors in the alleyway there. We had a sewer repair that we had to do, and that's that money there is for. So,
was the $11,000 all on us, or was it contracted out there too?
It's all on us, as far as I know.
That's all on us.
Was it?
Yeah, it was a problem that the VA had, and the EPA got involved, and we had to get right on it. We talked to the contractor that did the work on the VA building. We talked to the owner of the mall over there, Mr. Halmerick, and there was some things not right over there. And it come to find out that on us where we had an open pit area type sewer system that should not have been there. And I think the actual cost was around $13,000. I think it's in your other resolution or ordinance. We had some still appropriated in that sewer maintenance fund, and that's where we need the additional $11,000 to pay distal construction. That sewer maintenance fund money is money we receive from the county or city or somewhere due to the Eden Park when they put the sewer lines in. It's an agreement we have, so those monies come from revenues outside the village and not taxpayers' dollars.
Junior, the question is, when they did all their preliminary architectural designs and looking for facilities and everything, was this not found, or how did this open pit area come to be found or come about?
Well, it come to be found by a stench on a heavy rain, and it pretty much overflowed the essentially raw sewage, and it has an open top to it and such, and all sanitary sewers have to be enclosed and such, and it caused it's been there decades. I mean, I don't know, but since the VA's been there, probably no one's noticed it on a heavy rain or sort of time, but it pretty washed up some garbage and such, and that's how it came to be. The VA being a federal agency and such, I've assumed got the EPA involved, and but the EPA was very satisfied with how quickly we responded to it, and everything seems to be okay right now over there.
Okay, thank you.
But it's been there for who knows how long.
Yeah, day one.
And it turned it into a sanitary storm and everything. And if you remember back there, Mr. Hamlin talked about on phase 8A and 8B in our last meeting, they are going to separate those over there out of this money because we got so much money on the phase 8A or 8B money that we are going to separate those. There's more of a fix going on over there.
Good.
To the tune of around $250,000. This has fixed it, but we're going to make it even better here once this projects get started.
I'll move we suspend the rules.
We have a second, and
Second.
Mr. Rodney seconds the three reading rule. Do we have a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, roll call on the adoption, please.
Mr. Fatty?
Aye.
Mr. Patrick?
Aye.
Mr. Mills?
Aye.
Mr. Meehan?
Aye.
Mr. Rodney?
Aye.
All right, thank you. Next ordinance number 43.
An ordinance to approve a then and now certificate in excess of $3,000 for payment to Distal Construction and declaring an emergency.
And this goes along with what I just talked about. You can see there in the second whereas in that paragraph, the actual total of the job was $13,774.53. We did have a couple thousand in there, and that's what the difference. This is for the purchase order amount. Anything over $3,000 that we didn't get a PO on, we have to get council to do a then and now certificate for the purchase order so they can get paid.
I move we suspend the rules.
All those in favor, suspending the three reading rule?
Aye.
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 Who seconded that?
I did.
Mr. Meehan.
Okay.
Okay, motion to
Raise
adopt.
your hand, Mike.
So moved, Your Honor.
Mr. Mills make a motion to adopt. Do we have a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Patrick?
Aye.
Mr. Mills?
Aye.
Mr. Meehan?
Aye.
Mr. Otney?
Aye.
Mr. Fatty?
Aye.
Ordinance 44.
It's an ordinance authorizing a contract for services with certified operations and maintenance from January 1 of 21 until December 31 of 21, and authorizing the village administrator to execute said contract on behalf of the Village of New Boston and declaring an emergency.
This is something we do every year. And it's the contract there is attached. I think that dollar is what, $572, and it's been that much money, that hasn't raised for I can really remember it being raising. But they help monitor for contaminants or anything in our sewers and waters and these type things. But it's $572 for the year.
I'll make a motion to suspend the rules.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Do we have a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call on the adoption.
Mr. Mills,
Aye.
Mr. Meehan,
Aye.
Mr. Otney,
Aye.
Mr. Fatty,
Aye.
Mr. Patrick.
Aye.
Okay, down to resolutions. Resolution number 26.
A resolution authorizing the repayment of an advance and declaring an emergency. That's from the Christmas fund back to the general.
Make a motion.
Have we deposited money in there yet, Lana?
We have not.
This just pay back our general fund, what we borrowed actually, and from it to get the Christmas toy drive started.
Yeah, we usually take it down to Desco, and they don't like to have it right at the first of the month. So we're gonna wait a couple days, but I won't get the advance till, we get the money in there.
So I guess there's $6,000 in the Christmas fund to transfer back?
Well, once we make that deposit, there is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll move we suspend rules.
I'll say.
Okay, Mr. Meehan seconds. All those in favor of suspending the third reading rule?
Aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Do we have a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Mr. Mills and Mr. Meehan again, roll call on the adoption.
Mr. Mills,
Aye.
Mr. Meehan,
Aye.
Mr. Otney,
Aye.
Mr. Fatty,
Aye.
Mr. Patrick.
Aye.
Okay, down to resolution number 27.
Renewing the agreement with the Board of Commissioners of Sauter, Ohio to provide representation for Indigent Defense Council and the Portsmouth Municipal Court declaring an emergency.
And this is where we have to have this agreement. This is for Mr. Bloom to do his work down there at the county.
Move we suspend the rules.
This is something we do every year as well.
I move to suspend.
Mr. Meehan and Mr. Mills, all those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? All right, do we have a motion to adopt?
Moved.
Second.
Second.
Who was that, Ryan and,
Ryan and Mr. Meehan,
okay.
roll call on the adoption.
Mr. Meehan,
Aye.
Mr. Otney,
Aye.
Mr. Fatty,
Aye.
Mr. Patrick, was that Mr. Patrick? He said, okay, and Mr. Mills. No, I'm
Aye.
sorry. Yeah, Mr. Mills.
Aye.
Okay.
All right, then, down to our final resolution, number 28.
A resolution for the adoption of Sauter County Natural Hazards Mitigation Plan and declaring an emergency.
This is, I think you got the thick, I think it was in your packet, the Sauter County Hazards Plan. I think they do this every 5 years or so. They had contacted me and back in the summer, and I think Mr. Hamilton and all the trustees, and they just went over some of the hazards that the community faces and everything. And this is again, a 5-year plan I think they come up with that states their interests and how they handle some of the hazards that come through the county. They've asked for a resolution to accept his plan, if you will. If you haven't had time to read it, we can just make it as a first reading. I had this back I've had this for about a month. It slipped in my paper stack, and that's why I just asked for an emergency, get the resolution back down to the EMA. But if we need some more time to go over it, we can make it a first reading and pass to the next meeting. So
I'll make a motion, we leave it as it is.
it's pretty thorough, good report. Looks like they did a good job on it. So either way,
I stayed up late reading this thing, Junior. I
I
don't
know
want,
you did. I know it.
I'll second Dan's motion.
Reading it.
You read it under that lamp there behind you, didn't you?
Yep.
The Christmas story lamp. Okay.
Yep.
I'll make a motion, we suspend the 3 reading rule.
All right, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay. All in favor of suspending the rules?
Aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Do we have a motion to adopt?
So moved.
I'll second.
All righty. Roll call on the adoption.
All right, Mr. Otney,
Sorry, Mike. Yes.
okay. Mr. Fatty,
Yes.
Mr. Patrick,
Aye.
Mr. Mills,
Aye.
Mr. Meehan.
Aye.
All right, then we're down to a new business with Mr. Patrick.
I have none, Mayor.
Okay, then Mr. Otney,
Nothing. Thank you very much.
Mr. Meehan,
I have nothing.
Ah,
Mr. Mills,
Nothing, Your Honor.
and Mr. Fatty.
yes, I contacted the village today and I was informed by Jessica that they are looking for people to help wrap gifts next week. So if anybody knows of anybody, she says, could take the time to come down and help them, I think on Wednesday or anytime. You got time, right, Lana? Come
Yeah.
down and help after
Yeah.
Christmas.
Hopefully right after 4:30, we found out she called the school, and I guess they're not gonna let any students help us because of the COVID.
And I would
But we
suggest,
had no school kids.
I would suggest it may be hard to get some folks, and they will have to social distance. They will have to wear masks and such, folks. So yeah, it's a different kind of year. Yes.
And we will provide masks if
But it's
need
just
be,
too
right?
much.
And we'll provide masks.
Oh, yeah.
We've got masks, yeah, but we'll have to just make sure we're social distancing. Yeah, taking all the right steps. We won't allow a whole lot of people in there. So
Is Wednesday the only day we're gonna be doing that?
No, we're just gonna probably start, that gives them time, maybe shop extra on Friday, Monday, Tuesday, get a bunch of stuff in there. We got 60 to 65 families, I believe. And we're trying our best, it's just too much for just us 3 to try to do it.
Yeah.
But we thought we would meet Wednesday evening and probably Thursday evening, and we just really wanna get it wiped out so we can have some time to enjoy Christmas ourselves.
Yeah, okay.
And then I think if there is delivery, and I don't know, that's gonna be up to the mayor or council, I think it was scheduled that Monday of Thanksgiving week, or what date that is. So it has to be done here in a couple weeks, it's coming
You
fast.
mean one day of Christmas week?
Yes, what day is that?
the first,
21st. And that's up to you, you know, if you're having deliveries, so.
That's good.
yeah,
We all received a correspondence from the Fitz family in our packets this time. I think we all got that. I just like to recognize the Miss Andrea Fitz for her concern, and including the village in the distribution of their literature. Not often we get something nice like that come to us. And then Mr. Mills, when we get in our finance meeting next week, I'd like to put on the agenda this, what I sincerely have had for some time, the issue of then and now payments. I feel like we're spending too much time on then and now. We're not doing something right. If we're supposed to have a purchase order before we do all this work, and Mr. Mayor, Lana, it may be back up to you two to come to crack down on to make sure it gets done, but I hate the then and now. I think we ought to be aware of what's going on and get the purchase order out there ahead of time. Unless it's
Yeah.
extreme emergency.
Yeah, most of them are for unforeseen problems or issues. This was something that come up, and and then and now is, you try and keep them to a minimum. There is nothing wrong with them.
No.
It's all legal. It's all they're done very often. But yeah, we did. I've tried in the past. I've asked for purchase orders for what we did, and you only do the then and now when it's over $3,000. And I can tell you, you'll probably have one of the next meeting. I didn't fail to mention since you brought that up there. Well, today we had a motor go out on, the motor went out on one of our HVAC units above the BMV. We had a very strong smell of almost a burnt smell. They're not belt driven, so it wasn't a belt or anything. But there was a puff of smoke coming out of the vent. The BMV came to me. We went down. We immediately got the fire department over there, and they research is done on the roof and such. We called the HVAC people, and they came in. There was no fire. But the motor has went out and burned up on one of the HVAC units. I don't have any idea what it's going to cost, but
I just now received a text with Steve, and he said he talked to Jeff about the price of the motor. He said between 500 and 1,000.
okay.
So hopefully we have that much.
So hopefully we can cover it. I didn't know.
He's gonna text me.
Hopefully closer to 500 than 1,000.
I called Steve earlier and asked him to give me if he could, because I didn't have that gentleman's phone number. So, but yeah, and I agree with Ms. Fair. We tried to communicate to employees that they should be getting purchase orders for anything that they buy. One, to make sure the money's there, and so we can track it and track the order. But sometimes work such as that sewer, emergency work like that is, can't be helped. But there's then and now there's nothing wrong with them whatsoever. But we do like keeping to a minimum.
I would like that also.
And if you appropriate everything at the beginning, Dan, seems like it just gets spent. You kind of have to keep some things back.
Well, I think the issue to me is the fact that even with this $13,000, we could have issued a purchase order, to open-ended purchase order for estimated $15,000 or something instead of afterwards. So I'm just trying to get the purchase orders, as you say, available for everyone to have done up front.
Yeah. But you can't get a purchase order, can you, Lana, until it's appropriated.
It's appropriated.
Yeah, that's why
Already appropriated. Your hands are tied.
You can't give a purchase order to an expense that money's not appropriated for. So we have to have the money appropriated before she can give a purchase order.
And you can appropriate 50,000, and your bill might come in at 55, and then you're
Yeah, and jobs like these, they don't know really how much they're going to cost till they get in there a lot of times and such. But yeah, it can be a challenge.
Okay. Something else just went through my mind. Oh, how's our staffing? Are we back up to full staffing everywhere?
Yes, we're pretty much, we've had some COVID issues in the service and the police, and we are, everybody, I think I said that, from yesterday and today, I think everybody is back.
Good to know. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all. And the fact that if everybody else has nothing else, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
All right, guys, enjoy your evening, stay warm.
All right.
next week.
Catch y'all later.
Bye.
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 All right. Had the cats knocked my light over in the middle of the meeting. It went dark on me. Something else. Anyway, let's get this edited down and taken care of. I know there's a couple times I had phone calls come in and oh my goodness. You try to do something and then you get technical difficulties. So, all right. Here we go. Try to get her done.